Good morning, guys. Welcome to Life with Lena, and if you guys are new here, please click that red subscribe button down below, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Currently heating up some water because I'm gonna make myself some tea. This is actually one from Teavana. It's called Raspberry Pineapple Luau, and it's so good. It has apple pieces, white tea, hibiscus flowers, candied pineapple pieces, natural and artificial flavoring, and raspberries. And so I'm making it iced, which I had to like double everything in here, and I have a little bit of rock sugar in there as well. I don't know if you guys like tea, but I love tea, and I just found out like 2 days ago that Starbucks is closing down all of the Teavana stores. There's like 279, I think it said, of Teavana stores. They're closing every single store down because apparently Teavana is not doing so good. I don't know, people just apparently don't like tea, and I freaking love tea. It must be like a Europe thing, and people in America apparently don't drink that much tea. It's all coffee, coffee, coffee. And so I'm a little upset that there's no longer going to be a Teavana store, and I feel like I need to go to Teavana and buy like a whole bunch of teas, even though I still have so much tea. I don't know if they're going to close down the online store though, so I'm hoping they won't, so that when I do run out of tea I can still order online, but I'm just not sure because they are closing down all actual Teavana stores, which is really so sad. Then the only other store that I know of that's tea is called David's Tea, and I prefer Teavana so much more over David's Tea. And I have some David's Tea teas, but I don't love them as much as I love Teavana. So it really, really sucks, but I am making myself some tea right now. And I'm eating my third pancake right now. I just added on some raw coconut butter to the top of it. Sometimes I do the butter and maple syrup, but I'm just gonna do coconut butter right now because it's really sweet enough. You don't really need maple syrup, but with coconut butter it tastes so good, guys. Okay, my tea has been steeping. I got my cup of ice right here, and voila! This is like the easiest thing ever. Oh gosh, no, it's gonna be too full, isn't it? It's gonna be too full. Oh no, maybe actually still too, like a little full. I don't know if I've added in enough tea into this thing. It looks very light in color, but it's all good. Okay guys, got my tea. I don't think I put enough tea. This is why I need measuring spoons, but I was trying to use like a regular, just like a spoon size, and eyeballing it, and that apparently didn't work out so well. My tea's a little bit watery, but it's okay. We're still gonna drink it because I feel like I put in a whole bunch of tea, but I still apparently didn't put in enough. But anyway, guys, I wanted to talk about like this interview that I have tomorrow for the teaching job. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I really need a teaching job right now. I would like one for the experience, but I'm also not about to start killing myself if it is actually 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. like the like other websites have said about this specific thing. Other people have said it is 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. The listing actually doesn't say, so I will ask him like that question tomorrow and stuff, but I'm not about to like kill myself for very little pay and not get like summers off and things like that, you know, because 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. means I need to meal prep for breakfast, I need to meal prep for lunch, and I gotta bring like both of those to school with me when I'm like going to teach. And at the same time, like I get home then, depending on traffic, maybe around like 6:30 if I get out at like 6 on the dot. So maybe like, let's say like 6:30 I would get home, and then it's like I have 3.5 hours to do things before I have to go to sleep at 10:30ish to then wake up at like 7 a.m. again, or to wake up earlier to be at work at 7 a.m. So I'm not about to like kill myself. Normal teaching hours are like 8 to 2, 8 to 3. Even when I student taught at a charter school, 7 to 4, which is still so much better than 7 to 6, you know? So I'm not gonna kill myself. If I don't get the job, I don't get the job. If I am offered the position, well then that's great as well. But if I don't get it, I will probably go back to school. And like, things are a little difficult right now because I don't have my official New York State certification. I didn't finish EdTPA yet. I will be, like I keep saying. By August 17th is the next submission, and then I'll know like a month after if I passed or not. And once I have that, then like I feel that finding a teaching job will be a lot easier. There's like more opportunities and stuff. I could actually apply to jobs that require the state certification then. And So I'm really not trying to kill myself, and if I don't get the job, then that's okay. Then I will probably go back to school for a little bit and get an extension for birth to 2, because I'm certified from grades 1 through 6, but I would also like to get an extension to be able to do like kindergarten and pre-K and you know, like that kind of stuff. So the other certification is from birth to 2. So I'm thinking, if anything, I'll just take a couple of courses and maybe get certified from B to 2 as well. And that's also a good thing, because later on when I do get a teaching job, you get paid more when you have 30 more credits on top of your master's, and this will be, if I take those classes, those credits will count towards that. So you get paid like an extra something $1,000 if you do those extra 30 credits, which is, you know, really nice. So yeah, there's lots and lots to do, guys, other than just getting a teaching job. And you know, like, it's not like once I get my certification I can't apply for a job. There's not going to be as many jobs available at that time of when I find out if I pass or not, which I better pass, because then I still don't have my certification if I don't. But I don't know, I'll probably know in like September, and there's probably not going to be that many jobs because the school year already started. But then, you know, like mid-year people go on absence of leave, people have kids, people have babies, and you know, just things like that. So teachers leave, and they always are looking for more teachers, I feel like, anyway, at least. And if not, then I start applying again for April, May for the following year, which is fine. Like, whatever, it's cool. I'm just gonna go with the flow. On another note, guys, I was literally just gonna lay in bed and watch a couple of YouTube videos on like card making and stuff, but I looked outside my window and there was a package here, and I think it's my Amazon package of the acetate that I'm waiting for, so then I could finish making my goddaughter's birthday card for October. It's gonna be so pretty! I can't wait to see how it turns out. Oh, my envelopes came in. They're supposed to be silver and gold. I didn't even... Oh, that was a B? I don't know what that was, but my envelopes came in. They're supposed to be gold and silver, and I didn't even get a shipping notification that they shipped. And here's my lovely Amazon package. So I'm really not sure how my envelope is gold. Not really sure how this is gold. It looks like a light orange. I'm not very happy about that. The silver, this one's looking pretty good. It's a nice little shiny kind of thing. That one looks pretty good. But the gold is, this is where I got it from, jam paper. But the silver, the gold is like orange. The acetate also came in the mail, so I could get started or get finished on making this birthday card. Just finished the birthday card for my goddaughter. Guys, look at it. It is so cute. So I wrote 3-year-old princess on here because she's going to be 3. I put a little camera on this side. You have all of these cute balloons. Some makeup because she loves pretending to put on makeup. And then she has this thing, which is like a shaker thing. And then in the back here, behind the balloons, it says happy birthday, Sophia, with a cute little heart. And the only thing is that I can't close it because of the shaker part of the card. Because you guys could see here, it is pretty thick right here. So I can't actually close the card, so it's just gonna have to stay open. But I still think it's so cute. So this acetate stuff I thought was pretty cheap. It was $10 for 25 sheets that are 12 by 12. I was able to, you know, I only used up like a little teeny piece of this. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but all I did was make some strips for the balloons, if you guys could see like the clear. So it has like these little thingies for the balloons, and then I made that little window down here. But yeah, you could do a lot with that, and it was only 10 bucks, guys. I will link it down below if you guys are making these cards and if you guys need to get some acetate. Alright guys, I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, oh my gosh, but I feel like my AC is so loud. Is that a little quieter? Like when you press down here on the side, it's quieter. I don't know why it's making all that noise. No, it's still loud. But I feel like it's louder than in normal days. But anyway, guys, I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, but I contacted the teacher that I used to like student teach with, and that school is actually hiring. So I passed over my resume, and she said she would pass it over to like the principal or whoever, you know, does the hiring and interviews and stuff. So she's gonna pass along my resume. Sorry, your mom's calling. Alright, so my mom needed my car for tomorrow, but I need it because I have my interview at 12. But anyway, so yeah, I passed over my resume and stuff, so who knows, maybe I could get a job there. We shall see. But anyway, besides that, I'm trying to make some stencils right now because I don't have like stamps like people have with like happy birthday and sentiments. So I'm thinking maybe I should just make some stencils and, you know, be the same thing, and I could just like stamp it in the middle. Like I have ink pads. Actually, I don't even know if mine are still good. Hopefully they're still good, but I have ink pads. I could always do like watercolor if I want to like tape it down and then just like, you know, watercolor in the stencil or whatever, but I'm making stencils. That's what I'm doing. So basically what I'm doing is making my designs on my computer in the Silhouette program, but I'm just making the designs and I'm offsetting it because I want it to be thicker than the actual font is. So that's how I'm getting like that red, like thicker one. I just don't know how big to make them, and then basically I'm making them like a little square thing here so that the stamp will be in the middle, like cut out, and that way. Oh, I actually just realized, how am I supposed to make a stamp if that black thing is not gonna stay there? How does that work, guys? I have no idea how to even do this. I don't think I'm doing this right. There's gotta be another way to do this, and I don't know how. I just said stamps a million times. I meant to say stencils. Stencils. I am making stencils. Wow, what a fail, guys. What a fail. Alright, guys, I made a whole bunch of designs. I also made like a background, so I hope this works out. And we're about to cut this out with my divider thingies. You can totally do this with acetate too, but you know, up until like 2 days ago, I didn't even know what acetate was until I ordered it. So I ended up ordering like these plastic dividers, which people have used for stenciling before. So that's exactly what I'm going to be using for my stencils today, and I hope it works out. I really hope it does. The letters, it might be a little too small, but I hope it's not too bad. My plan did not work out so well. It didn't even cut through, and I had my blade setting on the highest, on a level 10. And then on 33 on thickness, and it did not even cut through. But I don't know if you guys can see, the words definitely didn't work out at all. The bottom here, I had a pattern, trying to make a stencil pattern. This one's more likely gonna work than these. The letters are just way too small for this to even work. Like you guys, I don't know, can you guys even see that? I'm trying to show you, like see, like they're just way too small. But this thing might actually work, the pattern. This might work, so I'm gonna try again, play around with the settings, and hopefully it'll cut through this time. And I did this twice already, with both double cut, so I don't know what's going on. Alright, second time going in before I like took it down. I don't know, it's just not cutting through this thing. I don't know what's happening. But I just passed that level of Candy Crush, so I couldn't pass it the other day, but today I somehow passed it. Yay! Alright guys, this just went through second time with double cut. Still did not cut through. We're gonna try to cut it again. Oh my god, I don't know how many times you have to cut through this thing before it actually cuts through. I don't understand. Alright guys, 3 times going through, and it still did not did not cut through. You could see the pattern on the other side, but it did not cut through. I don't know what to do with this anymore. I guess we'll try another time, but this is just ridiculous. How do people get this to cut through on this divider? Next I'm just gonna try acetate if this doesn't work, because I quit. Okay guys, so it cut through on some pieces on that last 4th time, which technically was 8 times that it was cutting on this thing. This is just ridiculous. Like, my machines cut through cardstock, and yeah, it can't cut through this thing, which is a lot thinner than cardstock. I don't know if it's because it's like, you know, very like smooth and like a different kind of surface. I have no idea, but we're gonna try to attempt to get the rest off of this thing, and I'll show you guys my background. Alright guys, I finally got my stencil. It was a pain in the butt to try and get this out, and I have some rough edges, so I'm going to use my scissors and try to like cut those rough edges off. But had I noticed that it wasn't fully cut out, I would have ran it back through the machine another time, a 5th time, which technically would have been a 10th time, which is just crazy to me. I don't know. I think acetate would have worked so much better, so don't try this at home, guys. It's literally gonna kill you. But I wanted to make a card, so we're about to also make a card with my stencil, and I'm gonna try to do some stamping and just do like a pattern on the back with this stencil, which is what was the point of making this in the first place. I mean, I wanted to do it at some point anyway, but today specifically because I wanted to make a card, and then I wanted to do like a sentiment, which I tried to do stencil sentiments and they were just too small, so that did not work out. I think I just have to get the stamps for that. I don't even know. We are about to use this and get to some stamping and card making. Also, in about half an hour, the Fosters is going to be on, a new episode of that, and then the Bold Type, a new episode of that, all on Freeform, so I'm going to watch those two back to back. In the meantime, I'm just going to, what just happened? I'm just going to watch some Grey's Anatomy that's playing on Lifetime for the next half an hour. This is a lot harder than I thought. I definitely don't have the right materials for this. Already got some on the edge here, so I don't know. This is pretty much another fail. So many crafty fails today that I'm not happy about, but what can you do? So I finished making this card. I did the background, I didn't love it, and then I saw this one that I had matching scrapbook paper. It's just like scraps that I had in my scrap box, and I was like, oh, well, this matches and it looks travel-y. So then I came up with like putting like a yellow border around it. I have some glitter, pink glitter up there to match this pink glitter flag. And then I hand wrote the Safe Travels, and then I gold embossed it, gold heat embossed it. And this is what my card came out. I don't know who I'm giving this to. I don't know anyone that's going traveling, but I just thought it was cute anyway. Alright guys, we're going to make a background for another card. This time I'm using a watercolor paper because I was watching some techniques with watercolor, and basically I'm going to apply a whole bunch of paint to this, and then we're going to put cling wrap on it and just like scrunch it up and put it on and then let it dry like that, and then it makes like a cool pattern within your design. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this watercolor thing. Totally forgot to turn the camera on while doing it, but basically I just applied red, orange, and yellow watercolor as much as I could as possible, and then you just crumple up like saran wrap, like, you know, like the regular cling wrap kind of stuff, and then I'm just placing my scissors on top of it to kind of keep it while it dries, and then we're gonna come out with a great pattern after. I want to show you guys the big reveal of what my paper looks like. Okay, it looks like it's still a little wet, but look at that pattern, guys. Obviously it's going to be different from card to card and from any time you do this, but I think it just looks so cute. I don't know, I really like that technique. And then you could like just use some parts of it. I could do like die cutting from it. I could just use it as like the base of my card. There's so much you could do like with this one little piece, and I really just like how it looks. I made it like a sunset colors because I like that. Let me know what you guys think of this technique.